Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Brett's Brain. Today we're going to talk about communication, specifically how frequently you as a startup CEO should be communicating with all of your stakeholders. And your stakeholders could be your investors, your employees, and potentially even future investors. Now it depends on where you are from a stage perspective. A pre-seed and seed stage company might need to communicate differently than a Series A or B or growth stage company. It also depends on what phase you're in or what cycle you're in as a startup. Are you fundraising? Are you in operational heads down mode? It can change, and your communication frequency can change. What's important is to set expectations around how frequently you are going to communicate and then execute against those expectations. If you're a pre-seed or a seed stage company, I'm a firm believer that you should be sending out an update or a communication to all of your active investors at least on a monthly basis. It doesn't have to be a book. I've seen some companies do weekly, but most common I'd say is monthly. We recently wrote a blog about it. We'll put it in the description of what you should include in that update. Once you've raised a Series A round, I think it's okay to move to quarterly if you want to. But honestly, over communicating on a monthly basis isn't a bad thing. That's how you're going to get help. That's how you're going to keep people in line. Now, if you are a startup that's getting ready to go fundraise, I'm a huge proponent of sending a weekly update during your fundraise process. So you should be sending that to your current investors, not just on the business, but on how the fundraise is going. You should also do that with all of the funds that you've pitched and that might be interested in investing. Send them a quick little note. You should touch base with those investors at least weekly. And then once you get through that fundraise and close the round, go ahead and move back to that monthly. But set that expectation. We're going to ping you and we're going to be in communication at least weekly and then execute against it. There's nothing an investor likes more than a founder that's great at communicating. We hate it when an investment that we've made goes dark on you and you don't know what's going on because we get asked questions by our LPs and our stakeholders. Hey, how's this company doing? And if we don't know, we look like idiots, and we don't like to look like idiots. So there's a variety of different strategies around how you should communicate. My advice to you as founders is to make sure that your investors always know what's going on. Eventually, they're going to find out, and it's much better if you've kept them along for the ride throughout the entirety of your startup. So then if something great happens at the end, they know it's coming, or something really bad happens at the end, they know it's coming. Surprises stink in the startup world, especially for investors.